A recent information session by the Ontario Restaurant, Hotel and Motel Association was held in St. Catharines to discuss the impact of Bill 148. There are several components to the bill, but the issue generating the most discussion would see an increase to the minimum wage in the province.
This is an experiment that has great implications. It has dire consequences for the business community, especially for the small business operators.
The Fair Workplaces, Better Jobs Act would see the minimum wage rise to $14 an hour in 2018 and to $15 an hour in 2019.
23% increase in 6 months, 33% increase in 18 months is unheard of. We have other jurisdictions like California and New York that have given much more notice in increasing the minimum wage, much more phase-in of the minimum wage.
In Niagara, operators are concerned that a minimum wage hike would lead to job losses and rising prices.
Our overnight stays are up, yes, but the food and beverage industry is a little bit different than the overnight stays in the bedroom business. Our margins are very small in food and beverage. Our taxes are high. It is hard to make money in food and beverage today. And with this, you'll be survival mode, or you'll be seeing small business closing.
Do you anticipate job loss?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Make no mistake about it.
And I think with the increase in the labor, all it's going to do is going to push our food costs up too, because manufacturers, eventually they're going to have to increase, and it's just a big rolling effect that I see in the next year. It's going to be disastrous for like the restaurant industry and the hospitality industry.
Reducing staff might lead to a worse customer experience as well. That's
Correct.
got to concern you as well.
I'm very concerned with that, right? That's one of our biggest things. Guests want to be, serviced and taken care of, and here we are now. We might have to cut back where before, we always brought that extra person on, right? Because we wanted to make sure that our guests are getting proper, the experience when they're coming in the restaurant. It's not just about the food, it's about the guest experience, right? And unfortunately, that's gonna, we got to look at ways to save money because our margins are very, they're tight in the restaurant business.
This last couple of years, thanks to the currency, thanks to more trade in central Canada than the energy provinces, we're excited, we're enthusiastic, but the pressures in the expense lines have kept the margins low as compared to the other jurisdictions, including Canada, including Alberta. Both the accommodation sector and the food service sector are underperforming the national average. Food service, as an average, performs less in Ontario than any other single province. The last 2 years, yes, they've been exciting, but we're still not there. We're still in a recovery mood because of 62% increases on minimum wage since 2004, and we're just sort of waiting to ensure that we stabilize and reinforce our capital in our existing investments to be successful. We did not expect this, and this is totally not acceptable.
Provincial hearings on Bill 148 are underway across the province, and we'll hear from both sides of the issue on July 19th in Niagara Falls. In Niagara, you're watching The Source.